at the Feast of Tabernacles, this is a happy occasion, a joyful occasion. We didn't come here for a funeral. And this is not one of those moan and groan times. We come to have rejoicing. How many have come to rejoice? Rejoice with me.
Yes, sir.
You have a lot to rejoice in me and rejoice because of me. I'm here. You have a great blessing. I'm here. I'm the feast. I am the feast. Now we've had the Feast of Weeks. Had a good time. Verse 11, read.
And thou shalt rejoice before the Lord thy God, Yud-Heh-Wav-Heh, thou and thy son, and thy daughter, and thy manservant, and thy maidservant, and the Levite that is within thy gates, and the stranger, and the fatherless, and the widow that are among you, in the place which the Lord thy God, Yud-Heh-Wav-Heh, hath chosen to place his name there.
But look how you're supposed to be blessed. Bring your whole household. You're supposed to have so much money that you can bring your maid. If you don't have a maid, then see, you missing something. You have to watch that curse, boy. Curse keep you from having a maid. You're supposed to have maid servants, men servants, be able to bring your daughters and your sons, your whole household, huh? I mean, just bring a bunch of folks. Have your own little caravan running down the highway. Coming to see the king. How many would like to be able to do that? Well, if you obey my will, you'll be able to do that. So one thing I love about the laws of Yahweh, see, they tell you how to live. I love Yahweh because he tells me exactly how to live. I don't have to wonder how to conduct my life. See, if I just keep his laws, statutes, judgments, and commandments, obey his will, he'll raise me high above all nations on the earth. He'll give me maid servants, man servants. He'll give me blessings and riches. I won't have to be sorry. He'll make my enemies be still, hold their peace with me. He will cause them to prosper and be successful in all that I do. He'll make me ruler, entrepreneur. He'll give me economic power, social power, political power, educational power, every kind of power. Just give me power. Give me eternal life. I can live forever. Live in heaven, never in hell. Don't have to go through plagues. My goodness. No sickness, no sorrow, no tears, no pain, no more death. What a father Yahweh is. And all he wants from us is obedience. You have to be rich to come see Yahweh 3 times a year. You have to be independent too. It's hard to come see Yahweh 3 times a year dependent. But when you are sovereign, you can come see Yahweh whenever he wants to see. Anytime I say, come see me, you don't have to worry about it. You've got plenty of money. You just say, how you want me to come? You want me to catch a plane? You want me to catch a train? Have my chauffeur? You want me to be chauffeur driven? What is it? I'm here to give you an abundant life, just like that. Becoming rich is no big thing. It's just that most people have been brainwashed in America to want to get rich their way without getting rich according to the plan of our Creator. Yahweh can make us rich, bless us to be rich with no sorrow. How many don't want to be rich? It's just a pain, right? One brother. How many think money is evil? You know money is evil. Nobody believes money is evil? What makes money evil?
The love of money. 1 Timothy 6:10, the love of money.
The money is neutral. You can't make gold evil. Gold remains gold. It is your love for gold that is evil. It is your loving money that is evil. But it's the love for money that's the root of all evil. But the money is not evil. I have plenty of gold and silver. I'm not evil. It's not evil. I watch it. It don't seem to get evil. It stays neutral. Understand the mystery?
Yes, sir.
Every time I pick it up, it's just the same. There's nothing evil about it. Praise Yahweh. I'm going to have a lot of fun with that one. Go get you a stranger and bring to the feast. Go find a fatherless child. Go get a widow, brother. Go look for a widow out there and bring her to the feast. Passover, and Passover comes, bring a widow. What? Yahweh Ben Yahweh. You say bring a widow? Going out, don't you say that to me, wife. Yahweh Ben Yahweh told me to get a widow, get a stranger, and she'd be fussing at me. Told me to get a fatherless daughter. How about a fatherless son? Yeah, Yahweh Ben Yahweh told me to go get some maid servants. I'm going to get me about 10 maid servants. What about the men servants, brother? You're supposed to help somebody who can't get here to come so they can rejoice and not come empty. That's in verse 11. Verse 12 says you must remember that you were a bondman. You were held in bondage in Egypt, just like you've been held in America. And you must observe and do the statutes of Yahweh all the days of your life. Read verse 13.
Deuteronomy 16, verse 13. Thou shalt observe the Feast of Tabernacles 7 days. After that thou hast gathered in thy corn and thy wine.
Now, we can rejoice, but I don't know where your corn and wine is without land. Does that pass over somebody? Am I talking against corn and wine? No, I'm talking about the fact that you don't own any land. It's difficult to be a sovereign people without land. We need some land. Do we have to ask Yahweh for some? No, he's already given us some. How much earth has Yahweh given us?
All of
The entire earth. The earth is his. I am Yahweh's son, so I'm the heir of Yahweh. Who are you?
it. Joint heirs with
Co-heir. You are my joint heir.
Romans 8:17.
So how much of the earth is yours?
All of it.
All that is mine is yours.
Yeah.
Now, why you don't have land to grow corn and grapes on?
Breaking the law.
It sounds like somebody, I'm drawing a blank in here. Since the earth belongs to Yahweh, Yahweh is a sovereign. I'm his sovereign son and his heir. You joint heirs with me. Why don't you own some land? Why are you not exercising your sovereignty? You have a mental block, don't you? Veil over your eyes and veil over your mind, isn't it? You haven't accepted the full power of Yahweh yet, have you? You don't trust in the full power of Yahweh yet, do you? See why you need to come out of America? Because you're bound in America. There's land waiting on you to grow your cattle, grow your food, grow your corn, grow your grapes for your wine. Everybody wants to buy wine from you. All these wine heads want to buy it from you. Business waiting on you. Just make wine. Just walk on grapes. How many understand you need land to grow your food on? Why do you pay so much for food now? You don't have land. Somebody else is in control of the land. You pay the people that grow stuff whatever they charge you. Why do you pay so much? Huh? You're in a trick, aren't you? You need to come out of America so you can have some land of your own. Then you charge the prices. Verse 14. Read.
And thou shalt rejoice in thy feast, thou and thy son, and thy daughter, and thy manservant, and thy maidservant, and the Levite, the stranger, and the fatherless, and the widow that are within thy gates.
Rejoice within your gates. You don't have any gates? All you have to do is receive me. Believe on my name and I'll give you some gates. Right now you've been dependent. And you need my tapes on Memorial Blowing of Trumpets 88
Yes, sir.
and Day of
Yes,
Atonement
sir.
88. Make sure you get those tapes while you can. You need them desperately.
Yes, sir.
Well, tonight we are in Feast of Tabernacles 88. We covered some very important information last night. We covered some very beautiful scriptures relative to our duties and responsibilities regarding Feast of Tabernacles. We will learn a little bit more tonight about the history of the Tabernacles and why we keep it even today and forever. Let's look at Isaiah chapter 1, verse 14. Now, since solar time is decreed by Yahweh, and I come to set it back in motion, what happened to them? They sought to change the time.
Daniel 7:25.
Daniel
7:25.
7:25. I'm coming back to Isaiah. Don't worry. Don't fret. Daniel what?
7:25.
7:25. See, the devil has nerve. He has nerve to speak great words against the Most High Yahweh. I mean, he just does. He's the devil. Writes great words against me in newspapers. And they only want to wear out the saints. What saints? Saints of the Most High Yahweh. And the saints of Yahweh are given into the hand of Satan until a time and times and the dividing of time. Limited amount of time here. This signals 3.5 years, but time and a half. But the judgment shall sit. And the saints of Yahweh will take away his rulership, consume him, and destroy his rulership unto the very end. Now I want the scripture which says he changed. That's right there, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
He sought in verse 25 to do what? To change the times and the laws of Yahweh. So though Yahweh said don't eat pork, don't eat swine and pig, they put it all in the stores and restaurants, and then they tell you it's nutritional. Now how can something that will cause your skin to break out and give you cancer and tumors be nutritional? When you eat pig, you begin to get ugly. It's just a matter of time. Start squaring up. Your hips start stiffening up. You're not able to walk as fast or as free as you used to. Your joints start hurting. That's that old pig, shrimp, lobster, crab, cunt and stuff. See, you've been eating the wrong stuff. But they have changed the times, the calendars of Yahweh. Now we can go back to Isaiah chapter 1, verse 14. So here you have Yahweh laid down the law in Genesis chapter 1 that the sun ruled the day.
Genesis 1:16.
Genesis 1 what?
16.
1:16. Genesis chapter 1. Genesis chapter 1, verse 16. Wait a minute. Verse 14. Read.
And God Yahweh said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years.
Yahweh didn't stop there and leave you the freedom to choose which one rules. The calendar. Verse 16. Read.
And God Yahweh made two great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night. He made the stars also.
So anybody following the lesser light has the lesser wisdom. The moon rules darkness. Only the sun is sovereign. Only the sun, by being ruler of the day, can show you your way. Nighttime is a time to sleep. Without the light of the sun, see, the moon is not sovereign. It is dependent. See, the moon can't be a true ruler because it's not an independent light source. The moon of itself is in darkness without the sun. The moon is but a reflection of the sun that is self-luminous. So that tells us who the absolute ruler is. If the sun goes out, the moon is through. So no wise God would use the moon to determine times and seasons as rulership. Its rulership is a subordinate rulership, a dependent rulership. You can plant at certain times of the moon and not have crops grow like they should. But it won't grow at all without the sun. See, the moon has to complement the sun's rulership. That's why when you have to plant on a certain side of the moon, it has to wait on the sun to determine things. Because the seeds won't grow under the moonlight. They're not going to germinate under moonlight only. The moon is a barren piece of earth without water, without life. So now you're ready to turn back to Isaiah chapter 1. So I give you a little background. A little scriptural background. That's why when they ask us, are you Jewish? No, I'm Hebrew Israelite. Besides, there was no letter from the beginning in Hebrew language, and there's no letter J from the beginning till this day in the Hebrew language. So how can I be Jewish and be Hebrew? No, I'm Hebrew Israelite. Do you believe in Judaism? No. See, let me tell you, it's not about Judaism and religions, it's about Yahweh being sovereign. And Yahweh Ben Yahweh is his only begotten sovereign son who has the power to give you life eternal. Judaism is the tradition of men. And they have obviously changed the law because they're following the tradition of men, which is under a changed law. So the Jew couldn't have the light because they go by lunar reflection. Now I'm here, set the record straight, and I want you to know. You can read with me if you want to. You can look at this if you want to. But your new moons and your appointed feasts according to the new moon, my soul hates. Your new moons and your appointed feasts according to the moons trouble me. And I'm tired, I'm wearied of allowing these lies to exist. For you men, by your tradition, seek to make the laws of Yahweh of none effect. And that's why when we celebrate our high holy days, they don't fall at the same time that Jews fall. They come after us. See, their atonement just went down 3 days ago. Ours went down a week ago. See, we're the leader. That makes us the leader. Because we're first in the sun. Under the sun, with the sun. See, when you follow the sun, you be first in everything. Incredible. Now, how many are ready to go solar time? That's Yahweh's time. Logic says you'll be dumb to follow darkness. Dark rulership. Lunar time is dark time. Dependent time. As long as you believe in the lunar calendar, you're a dependent people. You're very predictable. You look to other nations to establish your well-being, your welfare. It's a dependent person is a pitiful person. Sad person. When you depend on someone other than Yahweh, you have serious trouble in yourself, in your home, with your family, in your community, in your country, on the entire planet Earth. Problems when you depend on someone other than Yahweh.